Hi, it's Mark. I want to talk with you today about investment in ambulatory facilities. So right now, it's estimated that approximately 70% of hospital cases are outpatient cases, only 30% inpatient. As technology improves and as more procedures can be done on an outpatient basis, those cases are not going to be staying in hospitals. They are going to be moving at patient request, at surgeon request, and certainly, and this may sound strange to some of you, payer request from the hospital setting, from hospital outpatient facilities to purely independent ambulatory surgery centers, imaging facilities, and other types of outpatient, in other words, independent outpatient settings. This presents huge opportunities for physicians, not only in terms of investment, but in terms of actually making an actual win-win impact on your patients. In other words, it's going to cost far less, and to the extent that your patients are being moved into high deductible plans, this will have an actual impact on them in addition to their carriers. You know, it's been estimated that if the remaining Medicare cases that are being done in hospitals that could be moved, in other words, are being done in outpatient settings in hospitals, could be done in pure ambulatory surgery center settings, there'd be a savings of $2.6 billion a year to Medicare. So we're talking huge money, doesn't even address the commercial side. So rather than go into huge detail and on about ambulatory surgery center investment, I just want to focus on one issue, and that is to be very careful about covenants not to compete, especially covenants not to compete in your existing ambulatory surgery center deals. Are they enforceable? And what kind of covenants should you be willing to enter into, knowing that more and more cases and varying types of cases are going to be coming out to ambulatory surgery centers and other freestanding facilities in the future. You don't want to box yourself in such that some set of procedures which are being done in one facility won't be, another set won't be done in that same facility, thereby sort of blocking yourself or locking yourself in to not being able to have an investment interest in another facility that will do those other sets of procedures that might be very profitable for you. Covenants not to compete, other restrictive covenants are creatures of state law. That's where your analysis has to begin. Check it out before you invest. Check out your covenants while you're in these deals to see what you have to do, if possible, to get out of them, how they can expire, whether you have to walk away from a deal for some period of time to be able to get out of a covenant. Check it out. Certainly just don't sign the papers that someone shoves in front of you, even if they tell you, truthfully or untruthfully, that everyone else is just signing them.